There we go. First try. Recording.
Hello, non-existent audience. Okay, since I had your store orders right here, but actually, do I? Where'd they go? Where did they go?
Oh, wow.
Oh no, my
I can turn down Bard.
Mm.
haha! I have found them.
Oh yeah, we can use physical dice for this, can't we?
Uh huh. The turn.
Where are my black and
Oh,
red
turn
dice?
orders. Oh no. Oh no. Is this the right one? Celosia, Clint, Galarian, Celosia, uh, uh, Ethereal, that's it. Ethereal, Mythos, Vex, and Annabelle. I believe that's how it went.
That's a good question.
Sounds about right. Going with that.
I
Okay.
mean, I'm willing to just pretend, so, you know.
Also, you're super
Yeah.
muffled.
Me?
Yeah.
I don't know what.
And now you're not.
Huh.
Okay. That's odd.
I wouldn't know why. Okay. Okay, let's get back into the swing of it. You killed 5 goons, and now this one giant, super intimidating bolt guy is staring down at y'all, and he's at least 10 feet tall, surrounded by darkness. It
Was he?
seems
Hang
that
on, was he always 10 feet tall?
he was always 10 feet tall. I told you he was
Surrounded
huge,
by
but
darkness, he's
yes.
one who frequently lurks DeviantArt.
Anyways.
But you notice that as he steps, the ground beneath his feet become unhollow.
Well, that's not good.
Behind him is, you can assume, the same darkness that is outside. So if he should pass the party, he would cast you in darkness. With
Also-
that, Celosia.
Also, I think I found the initiative. Oh, that's unreadable. Never mind. Ignore that.
What the
That
frick?
lines up with what I have here, so yeah.
I'll just remove that message.
Okay, so who's left?
Celosia, there's no one left but the big bald guy who's shrouded in darkness.
Alright, let me pull up my sheet. Oh yeah, I took a pretty big hit from that fireball, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, like if I hadn't saved that, I would be down.
Yeah. It was a pretty big fireball.
What's happening here?
Wait, I am the wrong character again. Dang it.
Okay, I'm 6th level. Alright, I'm just gonna... How close am I to them?
All of you are within melee range except for Annabelle.
I'm like on a ledge though.
And
You're
I
on the
think my
sea
blur
level.
went down. Okay.
Yep.
Apparently, when I tagged my group, it tagged random people. One person I've never seen before in my life.
So you might want
And
to
then
check.
Strider.
You might want to check your tags when this is done. But
I did.
Okay.
Neither of them have my tag.
I got nothing for you then.
Okay, I'm gonna disengage and try to fly up and out of this thing's reach. And as a
Oh my
bonus action,
god.
cast Hex on the thing for to give it disadvantage on dexterity checks.
Yes, you can do that. Sorry.
Okay.
Really confused as to why
All right,
everything is.
I'm gonna run to the bathroom while you sort that out.
Okay.
But how does a mimic use the bathroom?
Uh,
Worry
that
about
is
it.
magic and stuff that you don't need to know. So, Celosia, the only way you can fly is backwards behind Annabelle. Although every other direction is corridor.
That's fine.
Okay.
Oh, that's what happened.
What?
Oh.
So, you want to be behind Annabelle?
More above Annabelle.
So, you want to be hovering in the air?
Yeah.
Okay. Understood.
That's what it was. The post I had, because, it had, because a part of Glaren's name, yeah, the hey part, Discord thought it was tagging the he role, so it tagged everybody who had that role.
Oh,
He.
so it's your fault. Bam.
Wait, what happened?
So,
OC just tagged everyone on the server that identifies as a male.
yes, because
Yep.
well, that explains why all the random people got tagged.
You lost brownie points for that one.
To be fair, it was a complete accident.
Yeah, accidents don't matter. Brownie points lost. There are no accidents. Master
no
Uber said
accidents.
so.
Well, Mr. Ugo was an old fart who didn't understand life. Alright, whose turn is it?
If Celosia is done, it is Ethereal's turn.
Oh shoot! I am going to back away from the fight.
I am asking Celosia if she is indeed done.
Oh,
Yes.
Okay, now you can do whatever you're doing.
I didn't hear the asking part. My bad. I'm going to back away and heal myself.
Backing away unless you're doing a disengage will make him be able to attack you.
Is he really? Is he that close to me already?
He has a little bit more reach than all of you.
I guess I'll heal myself here.
Changed my mind.
Change my mind.
Okay, do the heal. Ignore the screaming. It's of no concern to me.
Three spells up to my level, and I can cast up to level 2. Sweet. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna heal, and that'll be my turn. I can't really do anything else.
Okay, so that's your turn?
Yep.
Mythos! Tis your turn. He is really intimidating and big and looming darkness all over the temple.
I'm gonna wrestle it.
What do you do, Mythos?
Give me 1 second.
Oh, I need to turn Mythos up. I can't hear Mythos.
One moment, someone's knocking at my door.
I hear you knocking, but you can't come in. Oh shoot, copyright. No, he knows it wasn't a roll. He was just
Okay.
Yeah, I assume that was like compiling.
he was just adding because it's hard to do math in your head. I can't math in my head either. I can't do much in my head, to be honest.
Hmm.
I probably don't need my head.
Alright, sorry about that.
Okay, no problem.
Who's actually knocking on your door at this time of hour?
What do you do, Mythos? He is spreading unhallowed ground into your holy temple.
Yeah, the paladin whose god runs his temple. Yeah, he's going to be really mad, and he's going full force and straight up attacking. Let me roll dice.
So if you want to say his name, it's just super intimidating bald guy.
Because that's not like difficult to. Also, wait a minute. Didn't we already kill this guy in Noble Dawn?
This is a
Okay.
different super intimidating bald guy.
Let me look at my character sheet real quick.
This
No
is Dr.
problemo.
This is Dr. Ned, not to be confused with Dr. Zed.
Ah, yes, of course. Completely different people.
Mm-hmm. Completely different.
Unique.
This is also going to be a Searing Smite.
Okay.
And my dudes,
Is that a natural
You
20?
got a crit?
it's a 20 of the natural kind.
There you go.
Nice.
And let me roll my damage. How are you doing crits again, Brox? I forgot.
One crit is double everything. Dice and modifier.
Okay, let me math. So if we're talking as rolling as a crit, it'd be 2d12 plus 8 plus 2d.
Sounds right. I don't do crit confirm, so that's not a thing.
Oh, crit confirming is not a thing in 5e anyways.
Yeah, crit
I,
confirms don't
I
exist
think
in
I
5e.
think that more means like certain
Or-
abilities come into play after
No,
the
sorry,
is rolled.
Like
Not-
after you, I misspoke. Like after you, like you don't say you're doing a smite, then roll the attack. You make sure it hits, then you can call the smite.
Well, it
So
doesn't
it's
matter. It hit
assumed you
anyways.
declare it first.
It doesn't matter. It hits anyways.
Ah, yeah. Do your damage.
Oh man, I forgot what was the thing for the Searing Smite.
Searing Smite. I have a spell card for that. Searing Smite. Next
Wait,
time you hit a
why?
creature with melee,
Oh, I actually wrote 2d20.
Oop.
That's supposed to be 2d12.
Searing Smite.
I use those numbers since they're both under 12.
Dang, that's a big stick.
No, I need you to roll a proper dice. But the attack will deal an extra d6, 1d6 fire damage. The target ignites its flames at the start of its turn until the spell ends. The target must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, it takes an additional 1d6 fire damage. Aren't you happy you didn't take those numbers now?
Your god is with you, Gustav.
Goodness.
Well,
Okay,
then.
so what was the Searing Smite?
He's set on fire and taking an extra 1d6 fire damage.
Isn't this guy immune to fire damage?
Maybe. Maybe not.
We'll find out.
Because I hit him with a fireball, and you said he just kind of shrugged it off like nothing happened.
Yeah, but no, I thought he reacted to it. Like he extended his hand and like devoured it.
True, it could have been a reaction.
It
No,
could-
he
it could be a
reacted.
reaction, It could be some kind
It's
of
like,
targeted thing.
he reacted, it came flying, and he was like, oh my.
There's a lot we don't know about what he just did unless people say.
So yeah, he just takes 45 damage.
There we go.
Well then.
That
What are you attacking with, by the way? I need another weapon.
it's my lance. It deals holy damage,
He has a fear of lances now.
radiant damage.
Okay. The lance pierces his body. As it pierces him, you feel no resistance, and he looks at you. He seems rather interested in that attack you just did.
Well, Mythos is just glaring at him, just saying. Mythos is just gonna glare at him and mutter, "You dare defile this place? Leave."
He, looks at you. Interesting. He, will make an attack against you, Galarian. A
Okay.
shadowy tendril reaches out from under his cloak.
Oh dear.
Oh
Did
my!
does that fire damage seem effective this time?
He is not set on fire.
Very little seems effective against this guy, if I'm going to be honest.
He doesn't like the holy damage.
But he seemed.
Not-
It sounded like he kind of
Seems
ignored.
overtly.
It sounded like he kind of ignored the lance going into his body.
Brock, did you negate my character again?
I made these characters way before, so you can't blame me, okay?
Those two aren't mutually exclusive, though.
The fireball killed the goons. You can be happy with that.
I mean, to be fair, that was
Maybe,
kind
and
of
maybe
the
the
goal,
party.
but-
It remains to be seen.
So, Galarian. All of those shadowy tendrils miss unless your AC is really low. He attacked you 3 times with shadowy tendrils when it seems like the damage he took put him a bit more off foot than he thought. Annabelle! Whoa, what was that? Annabelle!
Okay, give me a second.
Annabelle and her
Question marks.
stand, Judas Priest.
No, Annabelle, you're getting attacks against you.
Oh, very good then.
He reaches out a hand, black energy pools at it, and then it slowly floats your direction. I need a dexterity saving throw.
One dexterity saving throw coming right up. Here we are. That is a 3 total.
Oh boy. Not great. I have to admit that's not great. So it's time to pull out my D6 bag. It's just a pretty neon colored D6s.
There is what I was thinking of.
Well, just. You got very lucky. You rolled a 2 on, or 2 or less on every single one of those.
So I take 50 damage then?
No, you only take 15.
Ah, okay.
The shadow ball floats very slowly over to you, but somehow you manage to miss this reflex or dexterity. You don't dodge the very slow floating ball. It hits your face and you are consumed in darkness. You are blind for 1d6 turns. You're blind for 3 turns.
I see. Am I under the effect of a darkness spell?
No, this is the attack itself. The darkness seems to be clinging to you. It seems to have its own mass, this darkness.
I see. So
You have been blinded, but I will say that another person can help remove this darkness goop off of you and as their turn, and it'll remove the blindness effect.
I have a
Not me.
question.
Yes.
So I have an ability
Mm-hmm.
where when I cast the darkness spell
Mm-hmm.
and I expend some resources,
Mm-hmm.
I can see through the darkness spell.
Mm-hmm.
Could I retrofit the expenditure of those resources to see through this goop?
I'll give you'll be able to see through his supernatural darkness, but you cannot see through the darkness goop. Because it's actually physically blocking. It's not
Okay,
like
that's
magically
fair.
blocking.
That's fair.
So now that you brought that up, I will let you see through his supernatural darkness, but not this attack in specific.
Fair enough.
Also, I realize 1d6 rounds of blind is pretty terrible, so I'll do a 1d3 instead. 1d4.
Yeah, most
Two
combats in
rounds.
5e.
There you go.
All right, most combats in 5e by design are not supposed to last more than like 3 to 4 rounds.
Yeah, I realized that when looking at the sheet. It's like, wait, this is not Pathfinder.
Yes, this is not Pathfinder.
So you are blinded for 2 rounds.
2 rounds,
And
gotcha.
at this, it is Vex. Your turn.
Okay. Well, I think I'm still in melee range.
Uh-huh.
This may be a bad idea, but I'm gonna try and bop him.
Okay.
I actually have to check my modifiers now. That is an 18 total.
No.
No. Okay. In that case, I'm going to disengage and back away.
Okay. He doesn't seem to be paying attention to anyone except for Annabelle, which he's insanely curious about, and mildly miffed at Mythos.
Loudly miffed.
Mildly miffed.
I should have.
Mildly.
Is that your turn, Vex?
Yep. That's all 3 of my actions.
Okay. Annabelle, it is your turn. You are blinded from 1 additional round after this one.
Okay. She looks in the general direction, and she raises up a hand. And she screams, "Hi, the darkness!" And a blade made of pure shadow emanates in her hand. As a hound of darkness rises from the shadows and lunges at him.
Okay.
This is. I am casting. What's it called? I am casting Shadow Blade. And I'm pretty sure I want to cast this on a higher level. But
Actually, attack him if you're blind.
well, hold on. This is the Hound of Ill Omen. Effectively, I can summon this thing as a bonus action. Oh, I need to spend some
Got
class
it.
resources. Summon it as a bonus action, and then it becomes it rolls initiative for itself, and it is
Okay.
functionally a dire wolf with a few changes.
Okay.
And so, and then the spell I cast was a bonus action as well, but she's not going to move. So basically, I used my action, turned it into a bonus action, and then I used another bonus action to summon the wolf, and then I'm rolling for the wolf's initiative.
Okay.
That said,
I need that wolf's initiative too.
I said, how far away was he from me?
You were 10 feet back, so he's 15 feet away from you.
Okay, yeah. Then the wolf of darkness appears right next to him because it can be anywhere 30 feet within me.
Okay.
Right. So
Fine by me.
the wolf's initiative is going to be.
What?
Oops. 15.
15. That puts him right after Celosia.
And while this thing is next to him, it does a couple of things.
Okay.
At the start of its turn, the hound automatically knows its target location. If the target was hidden, it is no longer hidden from the hound.
Okay.
You
So
can
hidden
only-
from the hound, but not from you.
Yeah, the hound knows where it is
Okay.
at all times. And because it is a also the target has disadvantage on saving throws against any spell I cast,
Okay.
and because it's dire wolf, if there's an ally next to it, it has advantage on its attack rolls.
Okay.
So yeah, so she screams, "I am the darkness," as if to say, "You dare challenge me," and then does all of that, and then that's her turn.
Is that your turn?
Yes.
Celosia, 'tis your turn.
Alright. Well, I'm at a safe distance, so let's fire some force damage.
Okay.
20 plus. I hit. Okay. $19 and 18.
Both miss.
Oh,
Actually, the 19 will hit.
okay.
For
Do not
reasons.
have- 6 damage.
6. And is this all force damage?
It's all force.
And is this a spell or
It's Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast? You launch this force damage at him, and it blows a hole through him. Somewhat. It seems to be as if you blew a hole through smoke.
Get the vacuum.
Man, where's Luigi when we need him?
I know.
Like, I
But
got this
yeah.
worst enemy. Roomba.
You blew a hole. The force damage did something to him. It left a hole in his smoke-like body.
It was not very effective, but still technically had an effect.
Wolf. Oh, Celosia, is that your turn?
Yes.
Okay, Wolf, 'tis your turn. So,
Is
Annabelle,
there anyone adjacent to the dire wolf at the
everybody
moment?
is adjacent, basically.
Not me.
Alright.
Actually, shoot, what's Star's character's name? Celicia?
Celosia
Yes.
isn't, but
I also left. So there's two
you
people.
left. Okay, so there's only
I disengaged.
Mythos,
I disengaged and backed off.
Mythos, and a what's the other one's name? Ethereal. There we go. Those two are close enough.
Oh, good. Our healer's still in melee range.
Hi.
Uh,
I need
that
to
is
back
a
up.
19 total. Yes, 19 total. to
19
hit.
total. And what is this attack?
It is bite.
Bite. That misses.
Okay. I don't think. I think this is just a normal thing.
But it has advantage, right?
Yes. Quick question.
Yes.
Are you doing flanking rules?
+1.
Can I move the wolf into flanking before attacking?
Sure. But I'm
So
gonna
does
make
it
you roll again for that.
Does it? Okay.
Well,
Well,
make
that's a
sure you're
nat
rolling with advantage.
That's a nat 20.
Okay, well that'll hit.
All right, and I need a strength saving throw, please. It's a very low DC, but I need one technically, anyways. DC 13.
I'm just gonna say he passed because you can't really move him.
Fair.
He
What
is
does-
not exactly a physical body.
This thing is tripping him.
I don't think I can do anything to him.
Okay, so 24 piercing damage.
24 piercing. He gives the wolf a passing glance as it bites shadows. It seems to do something. The wolf has a little bit of shadow in his mouth.
Hmm. The shadow wolf enjoys the shadow snack. I mean, technically, it's a howling creature of darkness, is what it's technically called.
Okay, is that your wolf's turn? Nothing else?
Yeah, that's it.
Ethereal. You just heal, but he's like right there next to you. Oh my God, English!
Yeah, give it 1 second. I've been looking at all my spells to see if I have any that will take like a bonus action to cast. No.
Hmm.
Except for Shalala, which I cast last time.
To be fair, it is a good spell.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm a
You can
disengage.
do as much as you want, but
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm gonna disengage and back up
it's probably a good idea.
Okay,
about 30 feet or so.
okay.
Do you have healing word?
No.
Darn.
That's not what I wanted.
Funny enough, looking at it, this character can do every type of damage except radiant.
I see.
Pretty humorous. Well, so it goes.
So, Ethereal, you doing anything?
No.
Other than disengaging?
No, all I can do is disengage.
Okay.
That's what I said.
Okay, correct me if I'm wrong. It's Mythos, right? Not Mythos? Or am I
It is
getting it
Mythos.
backwards? It's Mythos. Gosh dang it. Mythos!
No, you. I said it's Mythos, and you said it's Mythos.
Okay.
Mythos.
I'm hearing different things. They're pretty quiet. Okay, Mythos. Your turn.
Hmm. If I cast Moonbeam, that's gonna provoke some kind of attack of opportunity.
Now, the
Uh,
only way,
Isn't
the only way
Moonbeam
to
still
provoke, the only way to
Not
provoke an,
mine.
the only way to provoke an attack of opportunity in 5e is to move away from someone without disengaging.
mhm.
Casting spells in melee is perfectly fine.
I'm casting Moonbeam right on his head.
Okay. What is the radius of that?
Um,
It is 5-foot radius, 40 feet high.
So if you want to cast it on his head, you're gonna have to cast it a bit at a corner so you don't get hit, Mythos.
That's fine.
Uh,
Essentially, it's a magical orbital cannon.
Yeah. It's like mad divine space laser.
Pretty much. I mean, sure, yeah, the orbital space cannon was cool. It was, admittedly the cooler of the two weapons, but a nuke is a nuke, man. I'm sorry, Nod was still as
It comes from the moon.
Nukes from the moon.
So,
Like lasers from the moon.
since it just appeared on him, he's got to make a Constitution saving throw.
what?
He's got to
Constitution
make a
saving
con
throw.
save.
Okay. He passes.
He takes 7 damage since he succeeded.
Okay. And it is his turn.
All right. He needs to make another Constitution saving throw.
He passes. That's another 7 damage, or do you need to roll again?
I think I need to roll again.
Well, go ahead and roll again then.
But
1 damage.
Well,
you know what? On the bright side, it's better he just saved against that than like maximum damage.
that's true.
So silver
So,
lining.
better. Yeah.
he looks up at your moonbeam, Galarian. And he raises his other hand. And a shadowy protrusion comes out of his hand and starts to make its way to the top of the moonbeam. Once it reaches the top, it cancels out the moonbeam and shrouds it in darkness.
Oh, fuck that.
But now he has both hands out. You can see his hands. Oh no.
The horror.
And
Who was still close?
both of they were.
Everybody disengaged except for Mythos, right?
And the dog.
The dog. Good. Thank you for telling me. The dog is getting 3 shadowy protrusions attacking him.
Very good. Armor class of 14.
Very unfortunate for the dog. 2 of 3 attacks failed.
Well, it started this mat. It came into existence with 3 temporary hit points, so I'm sure it'll be fine.
Wait, that's all it has?
Well, no, it hit on top of its normal HP. Its normal HP is
Okay.
so it's effectively running with 40 HP at the moment, which is more HP than I have. That's funny. By 1 point, mind you, but and if you're wondering, this thing doesn't have any special like resistances to anything like that or weaknesses.
It needs to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
It will attempt one, and it is going to get a 9 total. Very good.
Your dog has shadow stuff entering its body.
I mean, technically, it's already an entity. Okay. It's a howling creature of darkness. Darkness may
And
not be the
it
same as shadow.
takes 17 damage.
17 damage. So that is. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
So all of you can see that one hand is concentrating on blocking the moonbeam, and the other is concentrating on keeping the black goop on Annabelle. But the shadowy protrusions from its presumably legs, under its cloak, whatever, have grabbed the shadow beast and are strangling it / entering it.
Well, it's still got 23 HP left, so it's not in dire straits just yet.
The big bad is doing many things to a few people.
As I recall, the last big fight we were in, my character got negated by the big bad's antics.
I
Are you sure
made
that there's
these
an intent
before
to-
you
someday
made
we'll
your
get out of here.
character.
Someday we'll get out of the anti-mage district.
Yes, one day. And then
Vex, it's your turn.
Okay. Hmm. So my plan for the turn was basically try and use bonus action to hide, then run up to him and see if I can get a sneak attack on him.
You could do that.
well, you have an ally next to him, so you have sneak attack. You have sneak attack from that,
Does
Yeah,
that
you
count?
get sneak attack regardless. You
but
have
it wouldn't.
ally.
But you wouldn't have advantage though. The hide would give you advantage in the attack roll.
Hmm.
You have sneak attack, but the hiding would give you advantage.
Okay.
You can do it as a bonus action. Why not? Right?
Yeah. Well, no. The question is if I want to use my bonus action for something else.
Ah.
I weirdly have a character with a lot of options there.
I know, right? Those are so annoying when some characters you just have like, oh, what
I
am I
need more
supposed to do with
bonus
a bonus action? And then the other one is, oh
Can I
my
just, like-
god, what am I supposed to do with all
Can I
these
just
bonus
like steal
actions?
some of my other characters' bonus actions?
No,
I need to
man.
borrow these.
Just rip up an old, like knock him over and take it. Yo, I need this.
No, ask nicely. My characters are friends. Well, they will be. They
Oh.
will be.
So what do you want to do?
I think I'm going to go with my original plan.
Okay,
Sneak,
I
run
need
up
a
to him,
stealth roll.
and Sneak, run up to him, and bite him. Oh, yeah, I gotta do that. Okay. Compare that to this number. Actually, wait, do I... Okay, is this a conditional thing? Shoot, it's at least 24.
At least.
I'm trying to figure out if that other thing applies. Okay, that doesn't seem to have any conditions, so maybe it's 34.
24 would not have worked. 34 works.
Okay, cool. And then I'm going to bite him.
Okay, do your bite.
Stand at the edge of the moon.
Roll advantage, and you have sneak too if you hit.
Don't forget to move into flanking.
Yeah, I'd love to do that. Well, I got a 7.
It's plenty
and a 9.
easy enough to do. You're all
I got
in.
a 7. I got a 7 and a 9 on the dice.
Ooh.
17. I think that's a miss.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have inspiration for anything?
I doubt it. Actually, let me just check. Do I have anything I can apply to this?
I know I don't have inspiration, unless the GM wants to reward my bad behavior by giving me inspiration for nuking the party.
I
No.
can reward your bad behavior with just randomly lobbing fireballs at you at any point in time.
Yay!
That will also kill the party. That's my turn, I think.
Sorry about that, there. Okay, Annabelle. This is your last turn of blind.
Alright. Is there anything I can do on my turn? Like, can I spend an action to remove it, or...
Oh yeah, you can spend your action to remove it.
Alright. Then she will cry out, I don't know if I do this voice or not. She basically cries out, "Mother, why have you blinded me again?" And then she reaches up and starts clawing at her eyes. And she will...
As you claw at your eyes, the black goop comes off in your... The black shadowy goop comes off into your fingernails. Your eyes are now free of the black goop, but still stinging due to it getting into your eyes.
She then looks up at him, and through his shadowy darkness, or do you want me to spend resources to see through his shadowy darkness?
You still need to do if you wanted to see through his shadowy darkness, but he's not in shadowy darkness right now. Everybody can
Okay.
see him.
All right, then in that case, I'll wait. She'll look at him, and then she'll sink into the ground and appear behind him.
Behind him is his shadowy darkness.
Well, relatively speaking, I'm casting Shadow Step to teleport, or Misty Step to teleport behind him.
So you're going into his darkness.
Yes.
Okay. So you're gonna have to spend your resource next turn or whatever to see through that.
Can I spend it now?
Is it a bonus to spend it, or what is it to spend it?
It doesn't specify. Typically, this resource is spent when I do things.
Alright, well then I'll let you do it now.
Okay. So yes, she'll appear into the darkness behind him, and then she'll just whisper, "I see you."
Is that your turn?
Yes.
His head turns 180 degrees to stare at you.
You see him? You found Waldo.
Her eyes are filled with murderous intent.
His eyes are filled with gleeful joy. He's enjoying himself.
Oh, good.
And thus the ship sailed.
At
Oh,
least,
no.
yes, their eyes lock.
There it is.
In the darkness, in the darkness, encases the both of them.
Roll to seduce.
Oh no.
I mean, it's probably
Okay.
for edition charisma. Just saying.
Celosia! Tis your turn. I do not endorse this ship, by the way. This is a DM damn ship.
There are many ships as a DM I have not endorsed, but they've happened anyways. You can't stop it.
I'm DMing this ship. If it happens, Annabelle dies, roll up a new character.
My personal
I-
favorite ship is Sandy X Death.
No.
If I die for the ship, I accept this death.
Going down with
I
your
want you
ship.
to ship with this guy.
Yes, the captain's going down with the ship.
Okay, it would be very bad to be in good relations with the Pact of the Raven if you're a party that's going against Mr. Rodley.
I mean, you never know.
18
Perhaps.
and a
Wait,
non-nat 20.
No! You just told the DM, well, you never know. No, I know!
There are more pressing matters on hand.
Oh boy.
Okay, Celosia, it's your turn.
Celosia rolled.
18 and 20.
21 hits.
So 20 hits, but 18 does not.
Yes, 20 will hit. 18 will not.
I
This
missed,
is a magic attack, right?
Yeah.
Then yeah, 21 hits.
I missed with a 19, so I think his AC is 20 against physical attacks or something like that.
Sounds about right, but this is a magic attack.
But how well does it scale with your intelligence?
What?
Dark Souls joke.
Hmm.
Uh,
No, no,
this
that's
was
not.
damage. Force again.
Yes.
Another hole is blown through his chest. He seems mildly perturbed by this.
Jeez, it's like I'm It's like I have a shotgun.
Stop putting holes in my shadow.
Eldritch Blast is just a gun, confirmed.
Meanwhile,
He,
Annabelle, stop blowing holes in my
It's
ship!
Celosia's boomstick.
he turns his head 180 degrees again, turning away from Annabelle and turning to Celosia, and he looks at her, mildly annoyed that his body is getting quite literally blown away in the wind.
Aren't we all just dust in the wind?
And copyright claim. Bye bye, channel.